Hmm. Hmm. All right. What is up, YouTube? I am Multi Apples, and I'm bringing you another live stream. And today we'll be playing some AFL Evolution. So let's go ahead and get started. I have some drinks with me. I have some pineapple peach propel flavored water. Never had the pineapple peach flavored before, but I'm gonna try it. And I have some Diet Dr. Pepper with me as well. Diet Dr. Pepper is one of my favorite sodas. Anyway, I'm gonna turn off my game volume really quick and turn off my TV really quick as well. Well, the volume on my TV, not actually turn off my TV, because I wouldn't be able to see the game if I turned off my TV. I'll also make my face cam a little bit smaller and move it just a little bit. That is okay with y'all. I may turn off my mic a little bit later. We're playing as the Brisbane Lions. Alright. We're the center half forward number 53, Tristan Joe. We're playing as a career mode, so we're only controlling one player. I've been to Australia once, but I've never been to an AFL game. I'd like to go to an AFL game. Let's see, the Brisbane, Greater West Sydney, or Sydney play. Shoot. No, oh shoot. We we didn't get the ball. That's bad, actually. Oh yeah, we got it behind. Oh shoot. So A is to pass, I know that. Hopefully he doesn't score there. Okay, good, he doesn't. We're up 1-0 though. Really hope they don't score. And they scored. Just my luck. But it's a one possession game. Oh, so that's the guy I'm supposed to be defending against. Actually, I own a Brisbane Lions jersey. Got it for Christmas of 2020. Oh, okay, so it's behind, so we get a single point. I mean, it's not bad, at least we scored. Shoot. Okay, that was a bit selfish on my part, because I wanted to score. It's been a while since I played this game, so I'm trying to remember all the controls. Oh, shoot. So it's A to actually kick. Hmm. No, I haven't talked in a while, so I'm gonna talk for at least maybe once for a while in the past week or two, past couple of weeks. Let's go next. It's currently 6-2, so there's still enough time for us to win, though. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm just worried about getting the ball and maintaining enough possession for us to score, and not causing my team to miss. We have possession, which is good. Never mind, we don't have possession. Oh, come on, y'all. We need to maintain possession. Yes. Oh, out of the foot. I thought he had scored there. Excuse me. That was good for us in the sense that he didn't score, and he scored their goal. So it's 12-2 now. Shoot. We're gonna lose this game, aren't we? The problem is we have trouble now. We have trouble maintaining possession. Are you kidding me? We every time I get the ball, I don't have enough time to actually kick it. Score that. Score that. Yes. I actually still don't know how to make a tackle. Oh, shoot. At least we got the ball off that time. Granted, it was not a player of our team, but at least we got the ball off that time. So we're still losing by 4 points, which sucks. That was a bad kick to. Granted, I had a bad kick too, but yeah, I was under pressure because I was about to be tackled. Shoot. Oh shoot, they're gonna score just when we're making some progress. Oh no, they're not gonna score. Rohan Burt or Ron Bewick got that. Nice. Okay, that's a behind. I'll take that. Ah, shoot. Well, we need to get possession. The heck? I thought we were gonna get that, so. No! Ah, shoot. That's on me. Are you kidding me? I was about to kick. Shoot. They're gonna score, aren't they? Yep. It's a goal. Dang it. We are down by 9 now. That's not who I was passing it to, but okay. It's gonna be another goal for them. Nope. They do know that's not where the goal is, right? Or that that person was on our team. It's the end of the third quarter. It seems like just as we get close enough to take the lead, we can, and they turn around and score. Okay, at least that was behind. Excuse me for coughing and not a goal. Okay, what are you doing? Pick it up. Don't just knock it away so someone out, just so someone on the other team can get it. Pick it up and kick it. Yep, we're gonna give up another goal now. We're gonna lose this game. I made a couple of bad passes and one idiotic selfish play, and on the other hand, my teammates have trouble maintaining possession. And then when I am able to actually kick the ball, I always get tackled right as I kick it, or right before I kick it. Yes! We got a goal. Oh, that sucks that there's been an injury. Oh, he managed to get that before it went in as a goal. That's good. Yes! Another 6 points for us. So now... Ooh, that sucks that there's an injury. Pick it up, pick it up. Yeah, I should have caught that. Not very good at catching things in this game. Yeah, oh, we're... Looks, I was wrong. I gave up too quickly. I gave up way too quickly. We are probably because we took the lead. So Oh yeah, we won the game. That's good. This is very good. I'm gonna turn off my mic and my face cam now, actually.
First steps to succeeding.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richard. Final scores are 27 to 25. That's all from us. Thanks for joining us, and thank you, Richo. See you again next game.
Thanks, Dennis.
Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti, and welcome to tonight's game between Brisbane and the Kangaroos. It's good to be back. Boy, did I miss it here in Brisbane. A reasonable turnout for this match. A player who always knew how to find the goals and did so 800 times in his illustrious career. From my point of view, it's a delight to have him as part of the commentary team. Welcome, Richo.
Thanks, Dennis. It's good to be here tonight.
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. We have the toss of the coin. The Lions kicking to the right of screen. So we've reached the final round of the home and away season. For some teams, it's just a matter of playing out the season. For others, it's the chance of a grand final win. It's just around the corner.
For me, Dennis, the final round of the season is a great time to see some of the exciting new talent coming through for the teams that aren't in finals contention as they begin to prepare for the next season.
Two teams from the top 8 to battle it out. Coming off a string of losses, the players are all eagerly awaiting the siren. The game is underway.
You don't always
The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. Dork aims for his man on the ground. Beams comes away with the ball. He kicks the ball out of control. Rovac keeps that one low. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Cutler with a perfect drop pass. Strong mark. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Boots it. A nice running mark. Sends the ball to open space. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Martin aims for his man on the ground. Dropped by Frost. Interception.
Gibson can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Thompson slams the ball to his boot. Thomas with the kick. Strong mark there. He kicks the ball. Dorr takes a contested mark. He gets boot to the ball. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent.
Nice hands. Kicked by Andrews. An easy grab for Zorko.
Zorko always has the ball on a string. That's a mark. Paparone with the kick. He wins the contested mark. He slams that on the boot. Hipwood taking aim. He boots it. He takes a strong mark. Puts boot to ball. Tap. Thompson gathers the ball. Cutler pushing his opponent in the back then.
Boots it. Wait, the better man there. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. A low kick from Beams.
Martin is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Rockcliffe lines up.
Thompson off for the Kangaroos. Dorr taps it. Rockcliffe with the tap. Well done to keep it alive under pressure. Frost takes it deliberately over the line. Picked by Gibson. Takes that one strongly. Thomas sends one up towards the wing. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. Strong mark. Beams with the hand pass. Dorr pushes in the back like an old lady poking her umbrella in a wasp's nest. Hansen guides it. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Swallow with the mark. Sends the Sharon on its way. Rockcliffe gets the upper hand. Rockcliffe goes to midfield. Christensen presents and takes the mark. Christensen feeds it wide. Marked by Frost. Gets boot to leather. Well, he gave it a shot. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. An easy interception for McStay. Turnick with the interception. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. 40 metres from home. Shot at goal by Jacobs. Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. The Kangaroos by a point.
Taylor would have to be one of the most consistent performers in the competition. He's the type of player every coach loves to have in his side. He gets boot to the ball. Kept his composure then. Sending it on its way. Higgins marks it. He kicks it long. He takes the contested mark.
He's given away a 50. Jacobs. He's kicked the first goal. All is in readiness. The ball is bounced. Huge leap. McStay taps. Rockcliffe with the football. Puts boot to ball. Marks. Picked by Zorko. A good mark under the circumstances. Goes towards half forward. Perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Simply outplayed the opposition there. He passes the ball. Takes control of the ball. A ripping mark. What a mark. He handballs. There it goes. What a magnificent effort. He sinks his first goal. The Lions get there first. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Definitely palm to advantage. Richo now with his stats.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. The Lions are slightly ahead with 4-1. The Lions with 26 kick.
And here's the start of the second term.
There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or out. There is no such thing as footy in between.
Paparone is streaming past and gets the footy. Nicely intercepted by Tom. Gibson boots it. The mark is taken by Thompson. A low stabbing kick. Athlete marks. Choose to kick it. Beams marks.
Beams may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. Rockcliffe takes a contested mark. He kicks the ball. A good contested mark there. Christensen puts his boot on it. The mark will be paid. Hansen puts his... Marks are fairly close on the scoreboard with the Lions on 34 and...
We're back for the third term.
What to do with a mistake? Recognise it, admit it, learn from it, then forget it.
Beams with the tap. Swallow with the tap. Guided by Higgins. Squeezes out a handball. McStay dodging for no reason at all. The ball picked up. Hewitt there to mop it up. Gains possession. He's running hot, Richard.
You're right, Dennis. He's an absolute ball magnet. Martin really wears his heart on his sleeve. Matheson with real good use of the body. He gets the hand pass. Gibson blocks it. Hansen has no chance at that one. Rich scoops up the ball. He's caught with the ball. McMillan kicks it. He grabs it.
Slams it on the boot. He wins the contest.
Hansen really wears his heart on his sleeve. He drops the mark.
Dork didn't even get close to that tap. Zorko aims for his man on the ground. Paparoni bumps. He'll get a free for that tackle. Far too high. Plays it across half back. Thompson with an easy mark. Puts boot to ball. It's out of bounds across the boundary on the wing. Looks like we'll have a throw in. The umpire's throw is a good one. Dork nicely outclassing Martin. Gains possession. Matheson charges fiercely with a powerful bump. He receives the handball. Drops the ball. Higgins has been a step and a half too slow all game. Hewitt with the ball. Waite sweeps on the loose ball and will have a change of possession. He has clearly been shopping at Clangers or us. Puts the head down as he runs in. Cross claims it. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. This will have to be his very best kick to score from this range. A brave shot, but an unwise one in the air. Brisbane only trailing by less than a goal. McMillan to bring it in. He plays it to himself. Nicely intercepted by Rich. It's hit the post. That's a behind. The scores are all tied up. We've got deadlock.
McMillan has a lovely kick on him. If he can utilise that in heavy traffic, he will become crucial to his team's finals ambitions. Robinson collects it. The ball is tapped. He's got a handball away. He hand passes it. Robinson has a kick. Hipwood with the mark.
Handballs. Nicely intercepted by White. Can he count that as a moral victory? Point the difference. The defence are doing a decent job of making kicking out difficult, so I'd suggest... Gibson kicks. He has space for an easy mark. Kicked by Garner. And the mark will be paid. Gets boot to high. Nice hands. Puts boot to ball. Williams spills it. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Handball finds Mays. Takes that one strongly.
Garner just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. He kicks the ball. Matheson brings the contested ball, sending it on its way. He grabs it, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. He boots it. Rich passes it. Rockcliffe kicks for goal.
Brisbane have scored the last two goals. The Lions on 7 points. The ball bounced favourably for Garner. He handballs it. He spears the ball. Athlete takes an uncontested mark. Works it across the ground. Goldstein takes it well. Kicks. Wins the hard ball. He kicks it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Richo, this match keeps getting better and better. The Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Martin gets the tap. He gets tackled as he hands it off. Dorr puts it on the boot. Lester takes the mark. Lester feeds it wide. Nice work from Christensen.
Christensen can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Bell has the ball. Martin has a kick. He gets the ball.
Might have to kick it to himself. Hipwood couldn't hold on to that one. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Frost. The Lions by 8 points. Here's Richo with his stats.
Well, the scoreboard says they're winning, but you wouldn't have thought so looking at those stats.
Thanks for sharing that with 1 quarter to play.
It's not over when you're losing terribly. It's over when you quit.
Roback did not ease up. Gains possession, finding the running player. McStay with the tap. Thompson with a short hand pass. Swallow taps it. North Melbourne give away another free. Bumps the pigskin. Simply outplayed the opposition there.
Zorko is just a really smart player. He knows every opponent's strengths and weaknesses and looks to exploit them and take advantage. Thompson takes the mark uncontested. He slams that on the boot. Martin takes a contested mark. He gets boot to the ball. Matheson with the ball.
A low stabbing kick. Great grab. Kicks into the middle. The opposition forgot about him and he takes the easy mark.
Has the mark all to himself.
Thompson kicks it. Waite looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Martin, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Lester kicks it. A great mark under pressure. Sending it on its way. Mullet with good strong hands. Puts boot to ball. Thomas marks the ball.
Jams it on the boot now. Nice contested mark by Turner.
He kicks the ball. Beams with a strong mark.
Jams it on the boot. Martin marks. Jams it on the boot. Frost got under it. Moves it quickly by hand. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So that's on. He has the ball. The Lions in front. All is in readiness. Here we go. Huge lead, scoops up the bouncing ball. The ball bounced favourably for Martin. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kicked by Matheson. Hipwood play. Hipwood might struggle for this distance. Going for goal number 2. It's in the air. Only a behind. Brisbane by 15 points.
McMillan has so much potential. He could just be anything. He hand passes it. Gibson gets cleaned up. Cutler gets a fist to it. Frost by hand. He's intercepted it. Takes a big bump. The ball gets smothered. Right. Just needed to kick that a little higher. It got touched. Anderson marks it. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
Matheson in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Clearing kick out of the defensive 50. Opportunity now for Zorko. 60 metres out. Kicks. Hands like dinner plates. Hansen for the daisy cutter. It was all his.
Anderson can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Atley gains possession. He gets boot to the ball. Swallow gets the mark without contest. He kicks the ball. He grabs it. Sending it on its way. Waite takes the mark.
Kicks. Buick wins the marking contest. Slams it on the boot. He wins the contest.
Andrews has no problems mopping up the loose ball. Mistakes are rare for him. Rockcliffe hand passes the ball. Running in for the goals now. Grovat with the tap. Hansen collects it. Dorr kicks the ball. That's a great grab.
Kicks into the forward line. Pointless attempt by Zorko. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. He takes an uncontested mark. Gets boot to high. He couldn't hang on. Right now he looks like a man in a darkened room trying to discover where all the furniture is. Robinson guides it. Clean pick up by Gibson. Another free kick going against the Kangaroos. Picture perfect drop punt. Hipwood presents and takes the mark. Boots it. At the end of the game, the scores are Brisbane 51, North Melbourne 30. Hello and welcome to the qualifying final. Dennis Cometti speaking. For this match, I'm joined by a titan of the Richmond Football Club, Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. I've been looking forward to this one all week.
Just a quick rundown of the possible outcomes for either team in this qualifying final. A loss is not curtains for the loser. They confront up next week. And of course, a week later, the winner of this game will be seen in action. Richo, what's the value of that week off?
The rest gives injured players that one extra week to get ready for the next week, which is a bonus.
This evening's match is between Brisbane and Greater Western Sydney.
There's a big sound from the west of the town.
The players are all eagerly awaiting the siren. The players launch into the first turn.
Love is playing every game as if it's your last.
Mumford gets onto the ball. Wilson just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. The umpire wants to ball it up. Martin punches it. He's done a Lady Gaga. He kept everyone guessing. Nice interception. Delidio has the ball. Slams it on the boot. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Choose to kick it. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Rockcliffe will be upset with that. Gets a handball away. He gives the ball away. Bunteen won't be getting under that one. Cleanly picked up. Gives it to Delidio. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Cameron has it. 50 metres from home. The 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. Bounces favourably for Pasternak. He's got the footy in his hands. Sends it on its way. Lester claims the ball.
Lester is a decent mark, although he really needs to work on his marking contests because he just isn't making an impression there. Tomlinson lines up. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark. Wilson lining up with the goals.
Going for goal number one. Wilson executes the goal well. He sinks his first goal. The Giants take the first goal. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Look at that bounce. Mumford outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Ball up in the centre square. Claimed by Martin. Beams gets the tap. Handballs from the tackle. Sweeping handball. Rich grabs that one. A chance to even the scores right here. That's a very well executed goal. Rich sinking his first goal. The Lions on the scoreboard now. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Mumford thumps it. Buick controls with the quick hands. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Nice work from Patton.
Patton is the heart and soul of this footy club. I don't think he'll be going anywhere anytime soon. Haynes boots it. Hopper with good strong hands. He kicks the ball. He gets the upper hand. He slams that on the boot. A great mark under pressure.
Martin with a gigantic kick. He shouldn't have bothered. Able to grab it on the half volley. Intercepted. The ball was thrown. Free kick for Matheson. He kicks inside 50. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Slams it on the boot. The contest, no match for him. Good drop punt by Griffin. Haynes alone for the uncontested mark. Gets boot to leather. Good mark by Delidio. Jams it on the boot now. Great mark.
Tomlinson has so much potential, he could just be anything. Nice bit of power then. The mark will be paid. Rockcliffe puts his boot on it. He takes a strong mark. He boots it. A nice contested mark. Haynes slams the ball to his boot. The mark will be paid.
short, sends the ball on its way. A good mark under the circumstances. Jams it on the boot now. Takes it well. Andrews puts it on the boot. A solid mark from Kennedy.
Kennedy can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. He taps the ball. He grabs the footy. Paparone mops up the ball. Hipwood puts his boot on it. Buick with the mark. He gets boot to the ball. Zorko claims the ball.
Choose to kick it. Hopper claims the ball. A rushed kick. Robinson claims it. Puts boot to ball. Hipwood marks on the run. Gets boot to Leather. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Richo has some stats for us now.
Neither team showing any superiority in the tackling count today. Really,
Let's get back to the action.
if you aren't going all the way, why go at all?
Mumford with the tap. He gains possession. Buick kicks from the pack. A good mark under the circumstances. Chip kick along the wing. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Johnson wins the marking contest. Jams it on the boot now. Haynes having no trouble taking that one.
Haynes obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. Sending it on its way. Great hands. Puts boot to ball. The mark will be paid. Griffin slams the ball to his boot. Good mark. Zorko kicks the ball. Just wasn't able to grab it cleanly. He lays off the pass. Sends the ball to open space. Deledio kicks the ball. He gets boot to the ball. Good mark.
Booted by Martin. Rockcliffe presents and takes the mark.
Rockcliffe's got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200 game player. And the ball goes out of play. Martin taps it, passes by hand. Approaching home now.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Mumford decisively. Buick guides it. Tapped by Wilson. Zorko with the tap. Rockcliffe taps. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. Like the song says, don't you just need someone to show? Cross going for number one. What a goal from a mammoth kick. Brisbane could score the last 2 goals. Brisbane by 2 goals. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Mumford gets onto the ball. Deledio shoots off the handball. He runs for home. Wilson going for number 2. Wilson did well then. Greater Western Sydney trailing by less than 2 goals.
Wilson needs to gain a more familiar and consistent goal-kicking routine. And when he does that, he will be rewarded with more accurate kicking results.
A mark by Matheson. Gets boot to Leather. Strong mark. He hand passes the ball. Out on the full, the Giants free kick. A desperate kick there. Cross look. Hand passed by Frost. Frost steers the ball towards goal. 2 goals up for the Lions.
Frost's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
Mumford kicks it. Got his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Wilson on the borderline of his range. Going for goal number 3. Cameron likes his chances for goal. Greater Western Sydney trailing by less than 2 goals. They're still in this. Jams it on the boot now. Great mark. A spearing kick from Zorko. Strong mark. Hopper slams it on the boot. Pasternak taps. He lays off the pass. Paparone did not ease up. Deft touch from Beams. The ball's come out of the pack like a chocolate bar from a slot machine. Hipwood looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Hipwood told me recently that he really loves playing for this club and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. He lines it up with the goal. He gets boot to the ball. He takes the contested mark.
He kicks it. He's driven that ball hard, but it's a miss. The Giants won't be too nervous yet. They can still turn this around. Marked by Green. He boots it. I see it, but I don't believe it. Green getting his first right there. The fans are really getting their money's worth. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Andrews, timing terrible. He's leaving his messages. Christensen trying to strangle him with that tackle. That's a piercing kick from Long.
Caniglio told me recently that he really loves playing for this club, and you can really see it in his attitude on the field. I think he's going to play for this club for a long, long time. He kicks the ball. Good mark. McStay slams the ball to his boot. He takes a strong mark. Bell slams the ball to his boot.
Richo now with his stats.
Marks are fairly close on the scoreboard with the...
Players have been down to the rooms now and they would have had some treatment, a talk from the coach, and should be ready for another half of football. I know we are.
Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision.
Clean tap by Whitfield. Delidio taps. Hopper taps it. He picks it up. Hits the running man. He's... Richo, what did the stats tell us?
Marks are fairly...
And the last quarter of this match is underway.
Ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles.
Buick runs past and gets the ball. He's running hot, Richo.
Well, Dennis, I just think he's having fun with them now.
Yet another possession. Gets boot to leather. Delidio looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Rockcliffe really wears his heart on his sleeve. Hopper taps it. Griffin taps it. He lays off the pass. Oh, nice one too. Beams being penalised.
What an end to the match. So close, but victory. Final scores are 51-50. It's February, so that means it's time for the JLT Community Series. Hello and welcome. Today we've trekked to the main stadium. Wonderful weather for football. I'm joined by my accomplice in prime time, Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. Should be a great one today. Both these clubs will be wanting to take winning form into the season proper with a chance to play in a grand final. What more incentive do you need?
Contending today's match is the Eagles and the Suns. They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. West Coast players run onto the ground. We have the toss of the coin. Gold Coast kicking to the right of screen. I can't wait for this encounter to begin, and I think the crowd would agree with me too. They're on the edge of their seats. The game has commenced.
Turning the ball over in the middle of the ground opens up your defence, so both teams will be looking to move the ball forward cleanly and look for some easy options early.
They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. That kick has covered a very long distance. Takes it well. The Lass controls. Now we'll get a ball up. Effective hit out there. Guided down nicely by Lynch. Guided down nicely by Lyons. Nat Nui aims for his man on the ground. Guided down nicely by Lynch. Tapped by Day. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Was that for Nichols? Latiric decisively. Witz launches one towards goal. The Suns get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Witz kicks our first goal of the game.
Witz has to stay committed. Then with a little bit of guts and determination, he should make something of his career.
Guided down nicely by Witz. Hand pass by Nat Nui. Wellingham intercepts it. Gets a handball away. Lecrac aims for his man on the ground. Thompson decisively. Lynch made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Dake sends one up towards the wing. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Sends the Sharon on its way. Rosa, the better man there.
Rosa, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. He lines it up with the goal. He gets boot to the ball. Strong mark there. Paul goes for home. Oh, and it's gone through for a behind.
Gold Coast by 7 points. There could be a short option here. So well timed. Slams it on the boot. Couldn't hold on to the mark. Picked up under pressure. Nice interception. He hand passes the ball. Sends the Sharon on its way. Wellingham takes it well. He kicks quickly. Crackett takes the mark. Choose to kick it. He has space for an easy mark.
Darling has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. Hutchings kicks for goal. A goal to the Eagles. West Coast trail.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Kennedy wins the tap. Terrible timing by Witz. The ball in the hands of Lecrac. Thompson bumped off the ball. Cripps read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Miller gets the ball. Dishes it off by hand. Lyons slams it on the boot.
McGovern is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. Matera kicks it. It's a mark. Sending it on its way. That's a mark. Hill puts his boot on it. Tap.
Dowling guides it. Lecrac with the mighty fist. Deft touch from Lecrac. Handballs from the tackle. Jams it on the boot. Wellingham had no chance, but at least he made an attempt. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Choose to kick it. Takes it well. Mitchell kicks it. Dowling takes the mark uncontested. Sends the Sharon on its way. He wins the contest. Jams it on the boot. Over the top of the pack.
Hutchings can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Sending it on its way. Sexton with a strong mark. He slams that on the boot. Cracker takes the mark. He gets boot to the ball. LeCras gets the upper hand.
He kicks it. Great hands. He takes the shot. Yeo has just shaved the post. It's a behind. The scores are level. We're coming to the end of the first quarter. Briscatelli gets set to kick it back in. Kicks. Strong mark. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Witts controls it. He gets another possession. Richo now with his stats.
Both teams fairly close in the handball stats. 11 to 8. Not much difference between the way these two teams are kicking. Both fairly even on 19 and 15.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. And we're back at it.
Football doesn't build character, it reveals it.
Nichols gets the tap. With the ball now. Gives it to Lynch. Puts the head down as he runs in. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Lonigan with a daisy cutter. An easy grab for Nui. And that torp has gone supernova. Cripps with the mark.
Cripps has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. He boots it. Harbrook with a strong mark. He slams that on the boot. Lynch with the ball.
That kick has covered a very long distance. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Jams it on the boot now. Mitchell got under it. Picture perfect drop punt. Dowling has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Marked by Nichols. Low kick. Lyons takes the mark.
Lyons always has the ball on a string. He wins the contested mark. He boots it. Nui with good strong hands. He gets boot to the ball. Dave marks it. Sending it on its way. Nichols with real good use of the body.
Lovely drop punt. Mitchell looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
Nui with the kick. Lyons spills it. He grabs the ball. It's a mark.
He kicks with power. And the mark will be paid. Kicked by Lynch. Good mark by Kolajasny. Kicks it across the ground. Mitchell with the mark. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. And the mark will be paid. Jams it on the boot. Wins the hard ball. Opportunity for Rosa. Inside 50 now. She has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark.
She really wears his heart on his sleeve. Nui with the kick. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. He slams that on the boot. The mark will be paid. Sending it on its way. He marks the ball. He steadies now in front of goal.
Going for goal number one. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? Point the difference. Hearn waiting to bring it back into play. He wins the contest. Nice drop punt. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Jams it on the boot. Nice contested mark by Barras. Sends it on its way. It was all his. Kennedy sends one up towards the wing. Nice contested mark by Harbrow. Kicks towards the middle of the ground. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Exclamation point. How about that? Guided down nicely by Wellingham. Lysette with the tap. With the ball now. Hutchings taps. Wellingham taps. Sexton with a short hand pass. Lynch feeds it wide. Hall gets the upper hand. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. Has it got the carry? That's a goal, and that's 9 points. The Suns by 10. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Lysette with the hit. Lyons clearly doesn't get enough attention. The mark is taken by Kolajasny. Inside 50 now. Taken by Flanagan. Pumps the ball. What a strong mark. That was a super grab. Anything that goes that far needs a stewardess. The loose ball picked up. Rosa runs in. Great grab. Barlow. Barlow gets his first. Gold Coast with the ascendancy over West Coast, leading the match 23-7. A dead straight bounce. Witz wins the tap. Terrible timing by Lysette. Deft touch from Kennedy. Rosa kicking the ball free of the pack. Richo now with his stats.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. The Suns are slightly ahead with 11-4. Although Gold Coast have had 18 handballs, West Coast are on 8, which isn't much of a difference at this stage.
Thanks, Richo. It's half time, but don't go anywhere. The players have been down to the rooms now, and they would have had some treatment, a talk from the coach, and should be ready for another half of football. I know we are.
Think big, believe big, act big, and the result will be big.
Marked by Barlow. 15 metres out. Barlow pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. The Suns by 22.
Barlow's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often.
Lucky bounce collected. He kicks the ball out of congestion, takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation, clearing it with ease here. Mitchell looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Takes it well. Crackett gets a less than pretty drop punt away.
Wellingham takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be juggled. If he can just get cleaner hands on the ball, it's just going to give his opponents less chance to spoil in the contest. Sexton with the kick. Saad takes the mark. Sending it on its way. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent.
Rosa got under it. Kicks it across the ground. Strong mark. A rushed kick. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Marked by Hall. Gets boot to leather. Nice hands. 45 metres out. An ideal position to be kicking from. Fantastic goal by Flanagan. He sinks his first goal. The Suns in front. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. More bounce than a dodgy check. Punched by Lysette. Sexton just stopping for a quick dance. Wellingham threading the needle right there. Gets boot to high. Lecrac looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Going for goal number 1. That's a very well executed goal. This game almost out of reach for West Coast. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Punch by Nui. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. He runs into the goal. Nice work from Lecrae. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. He gathers the loose ball. He's running hot, Richard.
Yes, he's giving 100% right now.
Witz with the tap. Harbrow taps. Dowling sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Dowling with the tap. Curtis guides it. Thompson is able to grab it on the half volley. Guided by Lecrae. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. Good drop punt by Riscatelli. Sexton was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Lyons wins the marking contest.
Lyons doesn't even break stride when gathering the loose ball. Just clean hands. Lynch with the kick. It's a mark. He slams that on the boot. He takes a strong mark. He handballs it. Mitchell gets bumped. Really quick hands to get the ball out from that tackle. He takes the contested mark.
Puts boot to ball. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Nui controls. Lysette passes it. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. He's kicking on about a 30-degree angle, which could prove challenging. 30 metres out. Lecrae with the shot. Chalk up a goal for West Coast. Lecrae gets number 2. They'll have to put in a lot of effort, but they could still catch up. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The ball has been bounced. Nat Nui knocks it down the field. He has the ball in the hands of Wellingham. Good tap from Day. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. The Suns leads by 17. The defence are doing a decent job of making kicking out difficult, so I'd suggest he takes his time and just looks for the right option. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Richo, what did his stats tell? It's almost over now.
It ain't over till it's over.
Nichols decisively tackled, but gets the handball off. Lynch puts it on the boot, takes that one strongly. Kicked by Kolajasny. Gets boot to leather. Harborough got under it. Bumps the pigskin. Great mark under pressure. Booted by Sard. Rose it with the mark. Jams it on the boot now.
Matera, it's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Lining it up with the goal now. McGovern slams the ball to his boot. He claims the ball. He kicks the ball. Wellingham marks it. He slams that on the boot. Cracker takes the mark. He gets boot to the ball. Darling with great hands.
Boots it. Strong mark by Lacroix. 45 metres out. A 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. Thompson with the pickup. Hutchings with the tap. Sexton with the tap. Hanley collects. Approaching the goals now. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. 2 goals would change the lead in favour of the Eagles. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Lysette with a big fist on it. He gains possession. He receives the handball. He's really a ball magnet. Strong mark. Matera kicks. Nichols with the pickup. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Nat Nui bumps. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea.
Cripps may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. He grabs it. Darling hand passes the ball. He kicks the ball. He takes a strong mark.
Dio with the shot. Dio did well then. He's bagged a couple now. Time won't be a factor in this race. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce. Lysette with a big fist on it with the quick hands. Guided by Nichols. Wellingham gets the tap. Darling guides it. He scoops the ball off the ground. Sends the ball out into space. Hall with the mighty fist. Gets the kick off as he's taken down by McGovern. Sneaks the ball away in time. Great mark under pressure. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. The Rass puts the ball in the hands of fate. Controlled by Gav. Kolajasny decisively. Nice contested mark by
Hearn is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Sending it on its way. You can't bring that mark down. Tapped. Jeddah gets onto the ball. The ball is tapped. He kicks the ball. Hall with the mark.
Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. He's bungled that. Sends the Sharon on its way. Great grab. Dishes it off by hand. He timed the release to perfection. Booted by Nat Nui. Jeddick marks. Jams it on the boot now. Wits with the mark. Heads up the corridor. A great effort. Lynch puts it on the boot. Marked by Miller. Kicks it. He threaded the needle to get the handball out. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. He kicks it. No good. Gold Coast with a marginal 1-goal lead. Hearn waiting for his teammates to break. Booted by Hearn. She gets the mark without contest. Bumps the pigskin. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Great grab. What a great start to the foot. Gold Coast come away victorious with 37-31. Welcome everybody to the pre-season competition known as the JLT Community Series. Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti. It's great to be back in the Gold Coast, where it seems like the only thing that grows here is the crime rate. Welcome to Metricon Stadium. My ally in the box for this match will be Matthew Richardson. Welcome, Richo.
Thanks, Den. It's great to be here. While I'm still hoping to see some of the younger squad members stand up and demand to be selected for round one, I think we'll begin to...
We have the toss of the coin. I can't wait for this encounter to... Here's the bounce to begin the game. Goldstein aims for his man on the ground. Scoops up the bouncing ball. The bouncing ball is controlled. Sexton sends the ball on its way. Saad, the better man there, sends the Sharon on its way. Great mark over the pack. He gains possession, chooses to kick it. May claims the ball. That kick has covered a very long distance. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Cleanly picked up. Deliberately over the line by Barlow. Gibson directing the play. Sends it outside the 50.
Tarrant's got a huge jump on him. Dave marks the ball. Sending it on its way. McDonald spills it. He slams that on the boot. Higgins gets the upper hand. He gets boot to the ball. Great hands. Wood kicks the ball.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. The contest, no match for him. He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Clean tap by Cabra. He gathers the loose ball. He's got the footy in his hands. He's got the footy in his hands. Takes possession. Lynch bumps the pigskin. Nice hands. Nichols going for distance. Witts wins the marking contest.
Witts has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. He boots it. Tarrant with an easy mark. He kicks the ball. Thomas marks the ball. Puts boot to ball. Sexton claims the ball.
Sends it on its way. Great mark.
Sending it on its way. Witts with the ball.
This will certainly test him from this distance. Witts likes his chances for goal. It goes through for a behind. Point the difference.
Hansen would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. Puts boot to ball. He takes the contested mark. He boots it. Good mark. He gets boot to the ball. He drops the mark. He picks up the loose ball. Hand passes to the running man. He boots it. Has the mark all to himself.
Thomas sends the ball on its way. Harbrough claims the ball. Harbrough sends one up towards the wing. He gets above the crowd. Higgins kicks. Nichols gets the upper hand.
Nichols is quite clean, picking up the ball on the half volley. Sending it on its way. Witts takes the mark. He kicks the ball. Lynch takes the mark. Puts boot to ball. May with a strong mark. He lays off the pass. He claims the ball.
He kicks it. It looked impossible, but somehow he made it possible.
Barlow's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
The umpire has bounced the ball. Good fist. The ball in the hands of Thomas. Nice interception. Handballs from the tackle. Make has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. He's got it. He kicks it. A ripping mark. Athlete gets the tap. Hansen, a good drummer. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Great grab. Kicked by Williams. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Nice drop punt. Hands like dinner plates.
The Kangaroos just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Tarrant boots it. Higgins gets the mark without contest. He kicks the ball. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. Sexton puts his boot on it. Lynch kicks the ball.
Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
Neither team showing any superiority.
And here's the start of the second term.
Winners don't wait for chances, they take them.
Nichols wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win any time soon. The goal for North Melbourne. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. All is in readiness. The bounce, laser straight. Nichols punches it with the ball now. Lions heads in for the goals. Ballard has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. 40 metres out. Ballard drives the ball towards goal. Mate has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Goes short for the hand pass. Gold Coast by 2 points. Hansen looking for a lead. He plays on with a little kick. Boots it. Nice contested mark by Saab. Lovely hand pass, hits the man. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies, just get them in flying formation. 45 metres out. Just a few points the difference. Make got under it. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. He's missed it. Just a few points the difference. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. The throw is accurate. Goldstein with the punch. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup.
Williams can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. North Melbourne has some good stats, but the score is...
We're back for the third term.
The best athletes in the world are those willing to push harder than anyone else and go through more pain than anyone else too.
Dork wins the marking contest. Works it across the ground. Lynch, the better man there. Jams it on the boot. Nice contested mark by Rosa. Gains possession. Tapped by Athlete. Hansen comes away with the ball. He kicks the ball out of congestion and the mark will be paid. Higgins puts it on the boot. Mullet claims it. He spears the ball. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Sexton sends the ball on its way.
Goldstein is a freak at understanding and anticipating his opponent's actions. Puts boot to ball. A good contested mark there. Lions with the kick. He gets it under pressure. He slams that on the boot. It's a mark.
Vatirik setting his sights on the goals. Out on the full. Mullet making his way. Let's check out the stats.
The stats show that both teams are practically kick for kick, with neither willing to let the other have a kicking advantage. Neither team are giving an inch in the terms of marking. Gold Coast on 40.
Last quarter, here we go.
It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up.
Tarrant takes advantage. He gets a kick out of the pack. Almost a mark, but it bounces off his chest. The ball in the hands of Sexton. Lynch has had plenty of it, Richo.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
Barlow in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Jams it on the boot. Make delusions of grandeur. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Picture perfect drop punt. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
Higgins needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Sending it on its way. May with great hands. He kicks the ball. Nichols with good strong hands.
Slams it on the boot. Great mark under pressure. 35 metres out. Lonergan on a 30-degree angle right here. A goal for the Suns. Gold Coast by 13. What a great start to the football year for the Suns.
Harvick, the Suns fans are absolutely loving this victory, and I bet the Suns can expect a sharp rise in membership sales after a victory like that.
What were your thoughts on the match, Richo?
A few players played within themselves. Very disappointing.
Cheers, Richo. Gold Coast lead the Kangaroos 56-42 in the final siren. Thanks for joining us, Richard, but that's all we have time for.
It's been a pleasure, Dennis. We'll catch
Welcome everybody to the pre-season competition known as the JLT Community Series. Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti. Welcome to Metricon Stadium. It's good to be back. Boy, did I miss it here in the Gold Coast. Players won't be able to rely on the crowd for support. There's just not that many of them. And joining me in the box for special comments will be Matthew Richardson. Play. Here we go. It's the Suns versus the Bulldogs. Sexton gets it on the bounce. Has it now. Witt's the better man there. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. And he's missed. Point the difference. Cramerick has a fair kick on him. I expect him to roost this down the middle. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. Lonergan just gets it through. Gets his first. The first goal going to Gold Coast. And brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Tapped by Roughhead. Gains possession. Is in his possession. Takes possession. A mark by Day. Jams it on the boot now. The bouncing ball is controlled. A goal for the Suns. The Suns have scored the last 2 goals. The Western Bulldogs will have to start putting in some effort if they want a chance in this game.
May has such a sweet kick on his wrong side that you can't tell it's his non-preferred boot.
Good tap from Roughhead. Dixon taken high, and he'll get the free kick. Dixon steers the ball towards goal. Johannesson going for number 1. The Western Bulldogs sink their first. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game.
Roughhead is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. Dixon gains possession. Johannesson takes the uncontested mark, puts boot to ball. Hanley spills it, tapped. He has the ball. Sexton kicks the ball. Rosa kicks the ball. Matera marks the ball.
Chips it down towards half forward. It's Edward Scissorhands. Dalhouse hand passes out to space. Lynch sends it out to space. Smith intercepts it. Interception. Gathers the ball. Sends the ball to open space. Lovely drop pass. Deft touch from Dixon. Johannesson puts his head down and runs in. The ball over the line. The Rucks are going at it. Roughhead nicely outclassing Wits. Rosa clearing it out of defence. Hanley wins the marking contest.
Hanley has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. He boots it. He gets it under pressure. Gee, a long kick there. Biggs marks the ball.
50 metres, that was simply running across the mark. Oh, he's given that to up an almighty thump. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Johannesson with a clinical drop pass. Lyons claims the ball. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Goes up the line. Wallace has it. Kicks into the forward line. Nice contested mark by Boyd. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. Witts sends one up towards the wing. Great grab. Lynch sends one up towards the wing. Wins the hard ball.
Swallow is a great mark on the lead, but he can sometimes get worked under the ball in the contest. If he can lift his overhead capability, he will be a star. Hanley kicks it. A good contested mark there. Sends the ball to open space. Day takes the opportunity. Good hand skills there. He wants it back. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition.
That kick held up in the wind. He wins the contest.
Lyons puts his boot on it. He takes a strong mark.
Lynch with the kick. Takes it well. Stabs the ball. Strong mark. Kicks hurriedly. Biggs ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Strong mark by Dalhouse. Bumps the big skin. No contest for that mark. Wallace kicks it. Day gets the upper hand. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats. And we go for quarter number 2.
Develop the winning edge. Small differences in your performance can lead to large differences in your results.
Dishes it off to the running player. Good tap from Lynch. Gold Coast had one to their tally.
Alright, I'm going to be talking for a little bit now. That is A-okay with y'all. Bear with me. Just want to, make my face cam a little smaller. And, set everything up properly. Alright, we're up 13-6. Decided to, as you can see, sign with the Gold Coast Suns. With me. And, we won the, championship with the Brisbane Lions, which is good. Very good. So, yeah, I got some... let me pull up the OBS. Got some, guess Whole Foods, sparkling, Italian sparkling mineral water with me. Yeah. Now I can drink throughout the day. Ah, shoot. We weren't able to get the ball. We've been streaming for nearly 2 hours, so... The Little Rock Trojans men's team will play in 25 minutes. They start at 3:30. It's only 3:05 p.m. on February 11th, 2023. And yeah, I'm gonna be the women's team already played, but I'm gonna be watching them later tonight. So yeah, that should be fun. Oh, and we turned over the ball. So after this will be my last game, actually, for the stream. Won't be talking the entire game, but I will be talking for a little bit. Sure, we couldn't get possession. But we got it behind. I thought that was going to go out of bounds. So it is a 2-possession game. So we got an assist, actually. It's now a 13-point game. So the Western Bulldogs would actually need 3 goals just to take the lead. The Australian Football League isn't really shown. It's shown here on like a couple of sports channels, but it's shown like at 3 a.m. when the season is going on, so I don't really watch it because I'm usually asleep, or at least going to sleep at the time. Okay, we were up by 7, which is good. Could be worse though. I mean, we lost 6 points in our lead, so. Oh, shoot. It's nearly the end of the first half in the second quarter. Shoot. Okay, hopefully that'll. Oh, hopefully he'll kick a goal. Hopefully we'll kick a goal, which we will. We extended our lead back to 13, which is good. End of the first half. I'm gonna have some of my drink now, like Whole Foods drink. I don't know if that Whole Foods has um any any shops outside of the U.S. That'd be an interesting thing to find out if they do. At least outside the state of Arkansas. Oh, that's gonna be behind. Eh, could have been worse. I'm just happy we scored 8 points. No! Shoot! Nearly had the goal there. I'm gonna be so upset with myself if they get the goal. And we don't, okay, good, they didn't. How sad would that have been if we had given up the nearly got a goal just to give up a goal to the Western Bulldogs? Well, there's nothing wrong with Western Bulldogs. It just would have been sad on my part. Shoot, we lost possession. It's not good. Is that going to be a goal? We'll see. I'm not. Okay, it's a goal, unfortunately. So it is now a 6 point game. And we have less than 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Ah, shoot. So, I don't know what to talk about. Oh shoot, that's gonna be out of bounds. I think I'm gonna talk about my mic and my face cam now.
We'll go to Richo for the stats.
Both teams near equal in terms of kicking stat.
The final quarter, and it should be most enjoyable.
Pain is temporary. It may last a minute, an hour, or a day, or a year. But eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If you quit, however, it will last forever.
Liberatore gathers. That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Wood pumping it long. Over the top of the pack. He spears the ball. Liberatore ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Looks like he panicked there. Dave marks.
Dave just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Liberatore picks it up. Matera handballs it. Barlow shoots for goal.
Cramerick will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Digging with the mark. Kicked in a flurry. Campbell drops it. Wallace with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Great mark. Kicks it across the ground. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Looks like he panicked there. Taken by Lyons.
Lyons has got all the makings required to become a great servant of this football club. I reckon he could become a 200-game player. Rough head with the mark. He boots it. He can't bring that mark down. Harbro gives away the free. Push in the back. He slams that on the boot. Johannesson with good strong hands.
A monster kick will be required from here. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. Lots to go on the time clock as opposed to any other kind of clock, I suppose.
Johannesson can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league.
Dalhouse just got cleaned up and sent back to Neverland. Takes possession. Is in his possession. Witz runs in. He's missed it. Gold Coast by 2 points. Looks like he'll go out wide. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Liberatore guides it. Wood gets the tap. Lonergan taps it. Guided by Liberatore. Campbell with the tap. Guided down nicely by Rosa. Guided by Daniel. Tapped by Lyons. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Getting accustomed to kicking goals. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition. Gold Coast by 3 points. Lonergan claims the ball. Not sure what he was trying to attempt there, but the ball has changed possession. 25 metres out. Not the easiest of angles, this one. He's taking the shot from about 30 degrees. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Guided by Roughhead. Daniel has the ball. He gets tackled as he hands it off, finding the running player. No contest for that man.
Lyons is really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster. He gets boot to the ball. Smith takes a contested mark, sending it on its way. Hanley with real good use of the body, puts boot to ball. He takes the contested mark.
Bumps the pigskin. Johannesson with the mighty fist. Out of bounds in the pocket. The throw is accurate.
Roughhead has shown a lot of character with his recent performances. Daniel kicks the ball. Good mark. He kicks it long. That's a mark. Sexton kicks the ball. Great move to be able to work into an uncontested position. Lynch with the kick. Miller takes the mark.
He lays it on the boot for a giant kick. Liberatore was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Great grab. Gets boot to leather. He takes an uncontested mark. Jams it on the boot now. A great effort. A rushed kick. A good mark under the circumstances. That kick held up in the wind. What a great start to the football year for Gold Coast.
With the Suns. Fans are absolutely loving this victory, and I bet the Suns can expect a sharp rise in membership sales after a victory like that.
Richo, how did you see their performance in today's game?
A very good performance. A few standout players helped them over the line in the end.
Thanks for that, Richo. The Suns have beaten the Bulldogs 42-33.